I think more and more people these days are realizing the benefits of breath work, meditation, mindfulness. And so whatever it takes you to get to your practice, you may find yourself some days kicking and screaming and to get to your practice. And that's pretty amazing, right? If you're like pissed off because you're like, gosh darn it, you won't let me go to yoga life? Like, I'm trying to go to yoga. It's not like I'm trying to go to the bar and sit with my buddies and have a beer. I'm trying to go to yoga. And some days it goes right into the flow and it feels and it fits and you've got it all scheduled out. And other days, right, you're like, I'm going to that class, and then it passes. And all we want our minds to do is say, I'm going to that next class. And if that one passes, okay, there's 2 more classes. Go into that class, and you just see. But if there's ever a day where your intention was to land on your mat, and you simply, for whatever reason, did not get there, in 5-10 minutes of observing your breath at the end of the day, and sitting or lying down like this, And at least you got something. At least you're able to fall in, connect with your center, and give yourself that space. And bend both of your legs, please. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a light squeeze. And rock it out a little side to side across your low back. And as you're starting to feel your body, waking up your body, take a deeper breath in through your nose. And lift your head off the mat, chin to your chest. Feel your neck, feel your shoulders as you continue to rock. And come over onto your right side. Use your left hand and up to all fours, hands and knees, and so that the head, the crown of your head, is facing towards the top of your mat. Now, only because you've been here before are you familiar with the top of your mat or the front of the room. And so these things, this awareness, and shifts, and it moves around with us and throughout our lives and throughout our day. There's a lot of things that happen throughout the day and that make you uncomfortable. Right? They're not fun. And you may find yourself reacting to those things, right, as you're going throughout your day. But then you come into this room and pretty much, and we're going to go through 60 minutes of being somewhat uncomfortable, and yet we're not going to react to it. Or we're not going to react to it as much because we got this tool, we got this breath. Tuck your toes, exhale, lift your knees, hips up, downward facing dog, please. So if we can embed the breath practice, bring it with us. Yes, breathing in your car. Yes, breathing at your desk. Yes, breathing while you're in the meeting. Yes, breathing when you're on the Zoom. Yes, breathing all the way through. And the idea is that we will react less. As most of what we're doing is sitting in a world that is really uncomfortable. And big toes together, lift your heels up. Exhale, take 2 big steps to the top of your mat. Now I invite you, as you're in your forward fold, grab opposite elbows, and to consider the very last time that you can remember, the most recent time in when you lost your shit. And by losing your shit, I mean you went off your center. You really veered to the right, you really went off to the left. You know that you lost your shit, you were off your center. And you should be able to identify at some point, a moment, and before you lost your shit, had you taken a 3-breath pause, 18 seconds, things might have gone another way. You release your elbows, heel toe your feet together, big toes touch. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Take it up, inhale, rise, no rush, reach and stretch. Exhale, hands to your heart center and relax your arms down by your sides. Keep the arms by your sides. You're in mountain pose. Rock some weight into your heels. Rock the weight back into your toes. And bring it back into your heels. And then forward into your toes. And Paul, exhale into your heels. Right, set your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, take a dive. Forward fold, chest to your knees. Inhale, lift halfway, roll your shoulders back. And plant the palms, step back, breathe in your high plank. Claw the mat with your fingertips. Feel the arms activated. Christine, bend your arms. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Let the hips get heavy. Lift your heart up, cobra. Exhale, lower your chest down. Tuck your toes. Inhale, push up, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. It appears as though I caught some of you off guard. We can do it again. Inhale, come forward to plank. Claw the mat with your fingertips. Exhale, lower halfway down. So your arms are turned on. Cobra, hips down. Lift your heart up, elbows in. Exhale, lower your chest to the mat. Tuck your toes, press up, plank pose. And exhale, go back, downward facing dog. And breathe in. And breathe out. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, forward plank. Claw the mat, exhale, lower halfway. Keep the arms turned on. Cobra, hips down, and chest up, elbows by your sides. And lower your chest down, tuck your toes. Press up, plank pose, and take it back, downward facing dog. Pedal out your dog, bend one knee, bend the other knee. And feel your breath. Feel yourself moving into the discomfort. It's interesting, right? It's a different switch when you voluntarily approach a practice and versus being out there in the wild, right? The crazy world. Big toes together, lift your heels up. Exhale, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, arms over your head, reach. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, circle the arms up, keep your low belly in. Exhale, dive, forward fold, bring your hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant, 2 big steps back, bend your arms, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, tops of the feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. If that was too sticky through your spine, you stick with a cobra. All of it coming from your breath. Hands root, inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, bring your knee to your toes, keep lifting your hips high. Inhale, kick back and up. Right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Right knee to your left elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Big step. Place your front foot in between your hands. Reach your arms over your head. Interlace the fingers on top and release the index. Use that grip. Turn your elbows in. Lift your heart. Draw your wrists back. Little back bend. Yes, Brock. Feel the breath flowing through your legs. Good, AJ. Bring your arms by your sides. Gaze out in front. So like you're standing up in mountain pose through your torso, straight up. Yes, interlace the fingers behind your low back. Hey, now belly in, chest down, and draw your thumbs away from your bum. Good, cat. Feel that front heel. Knuckles away from your shoulder blades. Give it a big squeeze. Sweet. Bring your hands back to the mat. Step back, high plank, outer edge of your right foot, side plank, and reach your left arm up. Warming up your legs, squeeze your inner thighs, and draw your tailbone in. And bring your gaze and left hand to the mat, square, feel your center. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Hey, keep your elbows in, exhale, press back. Nice and light, inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, crunch. Inhale, kick back and up. Left knee to your left elbow. Inhale, kick back. Exhale to your right elbow. Inhale, kick back. We need not carry the weight. Big step, left foot through, front foot lands. Inhale, rise, arms up. If you create a firmness and then bring a deep breath, everything gets lighter. Inner on top. And release the index and draw your wrists back, elbows in. You create a little back bend, but none of it is in your low spine. Keep your chest where it is. Bring your arms by your side. So your upper body, like you're in Tadasana, standing straight up. Hands behind your bum. Interlace your fingers. Now hinge. Belly in. Thumbs away from your bum. And breathe into the sensation of your legs. Hello, legs. Keep breathing. Exhale. Hands to the mat. Step back, side plank, outer edge of your left foot. Warming up your legs, reach your right arm. Squeeze the inner thighs, draw your tailbone in. Gaze in, hands down, find your center, feel square. Exhale, chaturanga. Elbows in, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Big toes meet. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, light hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good, Paul. Inhale, rise. Reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Right? It's very simple. Bend your legs like chair and bounce your hips up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up, arms by your sides, belly in, humble your chin. Take a breath, feel your body in tone. Inhale, arms up, palms face, grab the inside of your left wrist. Side bend, pull it up and over to the right. And now stay with your side bend, move your right hand to your left elbow crease. Okay, now if you're sweaty enough, you start to massage your forearm back up to your wrist. Yes, inhale, rise to center. Exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, sit down, back like chair. And take your knuckles to the right, chest and chin to the left. Look over your left shoulder, and your chin can soften in. Nice, back to center, stay seated, reach your arms up. Bring your hands back to prayer, let's bounce. Go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up, arms by your sides, your chest proud. Yeah, sensation runs away, everybody. Inhale, reach your arms up, right? The discomfort evolves. Left hand to your right wrist. Pull it up and over, right? The whole damn life is pretty uncomfortable when you really land in it. But there's so much beauty in a practice acknowledging the discomfort. Take your hand to the crease of your elbow, sweaty forearm massage, and slide the hand back up to your wrist. It's actually a red flag when your mind thinks you're comfortable. That's called the comfort zone. Yikes. Inhale, rise back to center. Hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, sit down, bend your legs like chair. Yes, take your knuckles to the left, I believe chest and chin to the right. Nice, considering we just started to introduce this variation about 2 weeks ago. Different track for your body. Zip back to center, reach your arms up. Exhale, dive, scoop the belly, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, shake it out. Plant, step, jump, chaturanga, elbows in. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, step your right foot through. Inhale, rise, reach your arms up. Exhale, warrior two, pivot your back heel down. Back toes can turn in slightly. It'll be really obvious if you are squeezing, gripping, and clenching with your outer right hip. Soften it. Pop the front heel, roll the weight into your toes. Yes, feel your thigh defined. Right forearm to your right thigh, reach your left arm up, 12 o'clock. Set the front heel down, rise back, warrior two. Straighten the front leg, and exalted Trikonasana. Reach your right arm up and crawl your left fingertips down, down, down. Keep going. Breathe into your right side body. Yes, take a deeper, longer, stronger breath in. And windmill your hands, leg as straight as they can be. Pivot and step your left foot to the top. Suck in through your low belly, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, arms up, lift your right knee in front. And keep your arms up, one-legged mountain pose. Keep lifting the knee, bring your arms by your side. Scoop underneath your right hamstring, interlace your fingers. And as you draw your knee up, low belly in, and slowly bring your forehead to your right knee. We'll work on it. Inhale, roll back up, reach your arms high. Exhale, step down, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, listen. Step your right foot back, lunge. Twist, reach your left arm up. And feel your front knee hug into your chest. Move your right hand forward inches. Yes, turn to the outer edge of your right foot. Turn your left toes out, facing the side of your mat. Now let your right hip take a dip and reach your left arm in the back of the room. Use your legs, left foot grounds. Inhale, lift the hips, swivel all the way around, step back to plank. Exhale, bend your arms, chaturanga. Inhale, tops of the feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, press back into your downward facing dog. Deep breath in through your nose. Feel your arms straight, feel your side bodies elongate. And from hips to your armpits. Nice. Breathe in, lift your left leg up. Big step, left foot all the way through. Inhale, rise, reach your arms up, crescent. Exhale, warrior two, pivot your back heel down. Set it, feel it, give some love into releasing the grip in your outer left hip. It likes to take over and control. Pop the front heel. Yes, feel the thigh defined. Left forearm to that thigh. Right arm up, 12 o'clock to the sky. Set the heel, inhale, rise back, warrior two. Still in a soft gaze, straighten your front leg and reach your left arm up, reverse your triangle. Right fingertips crawling down. As you breathe, stretch into your left side body. Legs as straight as can be. Windmill your hands down. Plant, pivot, step your right foot forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, arms up, lift your left knee in front. And so discomfort is the name of our game. You're like, bring it. Right? Universe, and we'll put the next test right in front of you of being like, are you going to lose your shit again? Hands scoop underneath your left hamstring and draw your knee up. Elbows wide for space, forehead to knee, draw your belly in. Slowly rise, better, reach your arms up. Step your left foot down, hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up, reach. Exhale, dive, good Carlos, forward fold. Take a breath in, listen. Left foot back, let that hip stretch. Twist, reach your right arm up. And move your left hand forward, couple inches. Dora, keep breathing as you reach. Turn to the outer edge of your back foot, right toes go out, and let your hip take a dip, reach for the back of the room. Yes, if you're all up in the shoulder, you're going to get that compression top of the shoulder in your AC joint. Use your legs, right foot, swivel back around, step back plank, exhale, chaturanga, elbows straight back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Really nice. Walk your hands and feet to the middle of your mat, please. Peace fingers, hook your big toes. We've done these very elbows out, shoulders lift away from your ears, and turn your inner thighs back. I mean, you all saw who walked into the room. Did you think it wasn't going to get hot in the room? All you really have to do is like you, right? Yourself and your practice and deepening your breath, you're all these conductors of energy. And so be a contributor, right? There's a lot of times, could be years of practice where you're like, man, I am just getting slammed with all this heat. And then you realize, shit, I'm the one creating the heat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Release the toes. Inhale, rise, reach your arms up. Left arm under your right, eagle arms. Lift your left knee in front. You are standing in your one-legged mountain pose. Left knee in front. Right foot down. Kick your left leg back as you float, toppling tree with your eagle arms. And draw your knee through, lift it up in front of you. And step down, bring your arms by your sides. Yes, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. From the middle of the mat, take an inhale. Hands in front, jump back, straight legs, chaturanga, elbows in, tops of the feet, inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, downward dog. Step your right foot through. Back heel down, warrior two, rise up. Now lengthen your lunge, slide your left foot back a little more, heel toe. And turn your front hip in, front knee out, and then get down into it. Get down into it until you feel that hip actually jamming. Get down to that point and then roll your tailbone under, and so that you can feel that little pop of space in your right hip crease. Roll that right hip under. Gaze over your right wrist. Yes, stay with your lunge. Inhale to exalt, reach up and back. Exhale your hands to the mat. Pivot. You should be long in your lunge, back heel high. Lower the knee down, reach your right arm up to the sky. And draw your wrist back in space. You might get a little crack. Keep your back toes tucked. Bring your gaze and right hand back down. Left knee on the ground. Straighten your front leg, half splits. Keep your belly active. Draw your chest forward, shoulders away from your ears. I mean, why is it the half splits? Like, talk about uncomfortable. There's maybe a very small percentage of people that find the hamstring opening somewhat comfortable. And come forward to lunge. Lift your left knee, step to the top, big toes together. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant, jump back, chaturanga, elbows in. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips, good job. Downward facing dog, deep breaths. And we find it a simple connection, vision through discomfort. Take a deep breath. It'll work every single time. Walk your hands and feet to the middle of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach your arms up. Right arm under your left, eagle arms. Bend your legs, sit down, wrap eagle legs, right leg on top. Stand up, lift the knee. Eagle arms stay, kick back, toppling tree. As you straighten the leg, you are inhaling to extend. Feel the belly respond. Support your lower back. Use your core more. Keep the breath flowing. Slowly rise. Bring your knee through. Lift it up in front of you. And step down. Arms by your sides. Feel your feet. Inhale, arms up. Reach tall. You're somewhere in the middle of your mat. Dive, forward fold. You got it. Inhale, lift halfway. Straight legs. Jump back, chaturanga. Soft landing. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog, step, left foot through. Back heel down, rise up, warrior two. It's not every day, and we press into our lunge, right? Where I'm saying get down, where you almost feel that impingement in your left hip, and then stay with your lunge, pop your left hip underneath you, and work the space out of your left hip crease. Stay with what's going on in your back leg. Flip your palm, inhale to reverse your warrior two. Nice. Windmill your hands to the mat. Plant, pivot, square. Soften your right knee down. Reach your left arm up. May notice you've lost nothing of the length and through your torso and breath into your chest. That left arm is up. It is even flying back as you open the chest more. Gaze in, left hand down, back toes are tucked, knee stays on the ground. Draw your hips back, left leg straight, half splits. Belly in, like you're doing Utkatasana belly in. Proud chest, shoulders away from your ears. And wherever your mind goes, wherever your thoughts drift, and you have the magnificent, powerful approach and to draw it back to your breath and then increase in that contribution to the heat, your energy. Come forward to lunge, lift your right knee, light hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway, why hesitate? Plant, jump back, chaturanga, elbows in. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, good job, downward facing dog. 5 breaths in your down dog. And keep lifting and tilting your tailbone from your pelvis and spilling forward. Good. Breathe in, come forward to a high plank. Side bodies long, inner thighs. Keep the weight out of your lower back. Bend your arms, lower halfway down. Stay, draw, elbows in. Right? You never know when you're going to stay and dig a little bit deeper. 3 breaths. Lifting the backs of your knees, feeling the tops of your thighs. Right? What am I supposed to tell you everything? Give you a fixed sequence of yoga? That's not life. Come down onto your belly. Curl your heels in, reach back, grab the outsides of your feet. I did it for many years. I'm not saying there's not value and benefit to fixed sequence yoga, kick into your hands, but I realized that didn't seem to be the way life was playing out. I didn't wake up in the morning and it said, do this, do this, do this, do this, and that's what's going to happen. And then get comfortable with that. Well, no, that wasn't the way it was working. And come down onto your chest, release your feet, hands under your shoulders, press up, tabletop, all fours. Set your table, flat back. And I'm coming over for dinner, flat back, so we can set the table. And drop your belly, inhale, open your chest, cow pose. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, feel your cat back. Inhale to extend, cow pose. Exhale, tuck the chin, cat back. Inhale to extend, cow pose. Exhale, tuck the chin, cat back. Yes, inhale to a flat back. Tuck your toes, exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe in, lift your right leg up. Big step, right foot through, take off, standing splits, left leg lifts. If your mind goes, have we done standing splits every day? The answer is yes. So then the interesting part is when you're practicing within yourself, you go, why? As you come to it, as you breathe into it, ask the question, why? You're feeling what you're feeling. And bring your left foot to your right. Hook your right ankle behind your left, pinky toes meet, rock the weight into your heels. And then as you bow your head, crawl your hands back on the mat. Let more weight be in your heels versus your toes. As you approach standing balancing postures, clearing out the cobwebs, lessening the attachment. This is where the self-importance goes down and the oneness comes up. Bring your right foot inside. Bend your legs, sit Utkatasana, reach your arms up. Hands to your heart center. Twist, left elbow outside your right thigh. And keep your right foot heavy. You can gaze down for balance and curl your left heel into your bum. Oh, you know where we're going, Elizabeth. She knows. Start to kick your left leg back. Balance, focus, right? Our self-importance goes down. The oneness comes up. And bring your knees together, step down, inhale, rise, both arms up, interlace the fingers on top. Humble the chin. Before you go back, bend, draw your tailbone in. Feel your thighs. Now lift and begin to arch your spine. Right? Why not? Opening up the hamstrings to open your heart. Feel your front body. Yes, Fedora. Ooh, inhale, rise slowly, come back to center. Hands to your heart. Great, Kate. Open your left knee for tree pose and bring your left foot to your inner right thigh. Palms to your heart center. Basic grounding and admitting most of our life is uncomfortable. That's not a bad thing when you have a practice. It's very scary, perhaps, if you don't. And bring your left knee forward. Step down, arms by your sides. Feet ground, inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant step, jump back, chaturanga, elbows in. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward dog with as much focus. Exhale, downward facing dog. From all the prana, all the breath, the focus should elevate. Even when you're hot, sweaty, feeling what you're feeling, you should find more focus now than when you did your first jump back or chaturanga at the beginning of your practice. Let's do it. Inhale, left leg up. Step your left foot through. Take off, standing splits. I'm sure you can think of many scenarios outside of this room. I'm big on the outside of this room today where it feels like this. And if you were breathing like this out there, you wouldn't react and respond the same way. Bring your right foot to your left ankle behind your right ankle, and rock the weight into your heels, chin down, crawl your hands back. And so it's all got to integrate in through you so that it's your practice. Another way to do it is if you just wanted to pay me to go with you everywhere in your life. Right? You want your yoga. I was like, here's a good side business. Take me with you to the store. Take me with you into whatever you're doing in your life. I'll just ride shotgun, okay? Just hang out, and you would be less inclined than to react into the discomfort. And bring your left foot back inside, bend your legs, sit chair pose, reach your arms up. All right, it's as simple as breathing and bending at the knees, hands to your heart. Right elbow outside your left thigh. And reminder, when you approach the standing balance, self-importance goes down. Right? I love you, but you're not that cool. Look to the mat, curl your right heel into your bum, and then start to kick back, right? Because the slightest attachment will wiggle and wobble you out of this position. Bring your right knee back, step down, inhale, rise, arms up, interlace the fingers on top. Great, you went through it. Tailbone down. Feet ground, arms back, standing back bend. Why not? Hamstrings to heart. Open it up. Open it up. See that you don't even have to push it. Belly in, rise slowly. Hands to your heart center. Open your left knee for tree. Bring your foot to your inner thigh. Palms to your heart center. Hands. Feel the hands. If they're tingling in your fingers, that's okay. If you get to tree, this is a good tree where you might be looking and the whole room turns into like an X-ray vision. Right? Kind of that greenish X-ray color. Turn your knees forward and step down, arms by your sides. Inhale, rise, reach your arms up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. More focus, lighter landing, inhale. Plant step. If you jump, chaturanga, exhale. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Yes, big toes together. Nice, spread your knees, come down onto your shins. Child's pose, please, first. Take your hips back, forehead down to the ground. Thread the needle, right arm under your left armpit, turn to your right cheek. Finish your exhale, switch, take your right arm out. Thread the needle, left arm under, hips back. Still no water yet. Go ahead and bring your left arm out. And crawl your hands in. Sit on your shins. Hips to your heels. And then hands by your knees. Turn your fingertips so they're pointing back. And bring the heels of your hands into the mat. Soften your chin. If this is already really intense for you, then you're probably not going too far in peacock pose. If this is okay, you're like, okay, I got it. Like the wrist flexion is okay. I can imagine putting my body's weight over my forearms and my wrist. Then start to crawl these hands forward and bring your pinky fingers towards one another. Yes, you can always adjust your knees. Now you start with bending your arms and getting your elbows into your ribs. And ladies, you go around your chest, tuck your elbows back in towards each other. Okay? And then bend your arms more, cross one ankle over the other, slide your gaze forward, breathe, and exhale, hover your knees off the mat. Okay? That's the start of it. Okay? You then practice in kicking the legs back straight and hovering your body parallel to the floor. Practice, feel, breathe, keep your breath going. Bring yourself back up onto your knees, uncross the ankles. Hands to your thighs, head above your heart. Relax the shoulders, take a deep breath, feel the space. Feel it smooth. Inhale. Fresh air on the exhale. Come forward, open your eyes, tabletop. Hands should feel a little different. Tuck your toes and press back into your downward facing dog. Let this down dog breathe. Feel more in depth into your willingness to exist with peace, less reactivity. Let's do it. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Big step, right foot through. Inhale, rise arms up. Dancer's pose, left heel into your butt. And stand up, kick down, kick back. Keep the heel curled into your bum, reach both arms up, stand tall. Yes, step back into your lunge. Nice, warrior two, pivot your back heel down. Great, straighten your front leg, turn your right toes in, face sideways. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Your wrists are never going to be the same. Take an inhale. Exhale, hinge, knuckles up. Squeeze those hands. Notice the space across the chest and your shoulder blades closer together. Yes, Christy? Ooh, you don't have to hold it so rigid. Soften your tongue. Let it move through your shoulders. Feel it in your back. Blades drop in a little bit deeper. Hands to your low back. Release your grip. Hands to the mat. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, walk your hands to your right foot. Pivot square. Step back into your down dog. Feel your right heel heavy. Inhale, left leg up. Let's do it. Step your left foot all the way through. Inhale, rise, arms up. Good. Dancer's pose. Curl your right heel in. Keep the heel into the bum, rise, both arms up. Step your right foot back, crescent, soft landing. Warrior two, pivot your back heel down. Nice, straighten your front leg. Pivot your left toes in. We've only done that a couple times. Interlace the fingers behind your low back. Open the chest, go for it. Feel the squeeze as you hinge. Now here's the fun part. In the forward fold, the belly likes to go plop out. Draw the back of the belly in. Ooh, squeeze the pinky sides of your palms. Hands to your low back, soften your grip, bring your hands down to the ground. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, walk your hands to your left foot. Pivot square. Step back into your downward facing dog. Okay, let's set it up. Come down onto your knees. Set your forearms to the mat like train tracks, parallel to each other. Elbows in, turn your wrists out. Shoulders away from your ears. Lift your knees off the mat. Walk your hips over your shoulders. So you're in a pike position. Walk your hips over your shoulders and lift your right leg up to the sky. If you can press through your forearms, draw your ribs in, and then hop that back foot in a little closer. And then you can play with floating your left leg up, forearms stand. If it feels better for you, supporting your neck, shoulders away from your ears, and to keep one leg up and breathe, do that. Soften your toes down, bring your knees back to the ground. Stand up onto your knees, hands to your hips, setting up camel. Elbows in. This could be enough. And chin can stay low to your chest, hips forward. And begin to arch. You'll feel it. Chin to chest, belly in, hands to seat, lower slow. And feel yourself draw back into neutral, hands in your lap. Be still. We should all be on the same page. Most of our lives, it's uncomfortable. You haven't reacted a bit, perhaps internally, but externally, nobody has lost their shit. And I'm sure you have felt a lot of things that are uncomfortable in this practice right now. You're going 60 minutes in here so that you can last 5 seconds out there. And bring your hands to the mat, open your eyes, and step back into plank first. Reset your low back. And lift your tail, slowly lift your hips, little bend to your knees in your downward facing dog. And free through your low back. Let some of that emotional energy out. Take an inhale, sigh, exhale. And breathe in, lift your right leg up. Single pigeon, right knee to your right wrist. And left knee back, crawl your hands forward, come down onto your forearms. And let your forehead soften and settle. Now it's reusable. The 60 minutes in here is reusable for different 5-second experiences out there. It's not like you have to do 60 minutes to get 5 seconds. But that's the correlation that we're making, right? A full practice of moving through the discomfort, feeling the intensity of your tool that is your breathing, and so that it kicks in like an adaptogen in the background. When you're in those moments, 5 seconds outside of this room. And slowly walk the hands in. Lean to your right hip. Swing your left leg around. Watch your pod. Seated twist. Left foot outside your right thigh. Left hand behind. Kickstand your heart. Reach your right arm up. On your exhale, twist. Elbow outside your thigh. Inhale, come back to center, uncross your legs. Hands behind your knees, rock back, slowly roll through, come forward and step back into a down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to your left wrist, come into a single pigeon. Observe what your mind is doing right now. You could have been hanging on by a thread or 2 or 10. And in a pose like this, you can release the attachment to that thread. Why sit there and dangle? Just let that shit go. Let the threads break. Land, you're a human being. You've got replenishing qualities like sci-fi shit. You're always renewing yourself on a cellular level. Let those threads break. Come back up to your palms. Rock to your left hip. Watch your pod. Swing your right leg around. Seated twist. Right foot outside your left thigh. Right hand behind kickstand. Reach your left arm up. And twist, elbow outside the thigh. Inhale, come back to center. Uncross your legs. Make them straight out in front of you, please. Pull out the flesh of your bum. Feel your sitting bones round. You've done a pretty good job at opening up the back body. Feel the L shape. Reach your arms up. Pretty good. Belly in, reach forward for your feet, ankles or shins. Chest up, chin up, shoulders back. And exhale, come forward and down. You all are willing to not only go through, but to sit with the uncomfortable nature of life. We wouldn't be here. It's not about the challenge. We don't need to intensify and overwhelm ourselves. It's that willingness and to sit in the uncomfortable shit and hold space and be peace. It's a huge responsibility. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, release your feet, cross your legs. And place the backs of your hands on your inner thighs, palms face up. And still as you can be. Think of it this way, nobody ever expected you to be this, what you are right now. Nobody. Nobody in your life put an expectation on you that said you're going to be sitting and dissolving your attachment, letting go of your stress. Becoming a space holder and to be at peace within yourself and to share that with others. Nobody can put that expectation on you. And palms together in front of your heart, bow your chin in, and seal your practice. You're welcome to have some water. And we'll lie down head towards the mirrors, top of your mat. And come onto your back, release your legs, arms by your sides, setting up for your final resting pose, Shavasana. Thanks for the practice, everybody. Have a great rest of your evening. Please hydrate. It's amazing. Namaste.